You know something that most people will never find out. Not because it's a secret or they're not good enough, but just because they're not ready yet. This world is filled with a flow of wisdom that is like water finding its own level. There is a lesson that can only be understood when a person's consciousness meets the right frequency. People aren't just wishing for things to happen while calling it spirituality. This really is how the universe works. And the fact that you are reading this and listening to it right now shows that you have tuned into the frequency that led you here. In the past, wise people knew this. They didn't just write books to share information. They wrote them to make the reader feel something. It's not like the stories, parables, and simple tales in their old writings were just for fun. It was a key. That key would only fit in the lock if the reader's mind had grown to fit the shape of the key. What you're about to learn is more than just a bunch of ideas. It's a living technology of the soul. It's a book that doesn't exist in a straight line but in resonance. Plus the fact that you're reading this right now, there's no chance in that. It's a link between the universes. If you already think this is true, please share this message right now. Not only are you sending a link, but you are also amplifying this frequency, which helps it find other souls who are ready at the same level as it found you. Let me tell you what's really going on. In real life, things don't work like vending machines, where you work hard and get something in return. It sends out millions of signals at the same time on different frequencies, making it work like a big radio. The station you are tuned to determines what you hear. A lot of people try their whole lives to make the universe play the music they want to hear. But they never realize that all they have to do is change their own frequency. You've been taught that searching is the way to find wisdom. That people who look long enough, dig deep enough, and push into the darkness far enough will find it. But here's the truth that no one tells you. In times of trouble, you don't learn the deepest truths. They show up when things are lined up right. Take a moment to think about your own path. Haven't there been times when books just showed up when you needed them the most? Have you ever had a conversation happen just as your soul was begging for an answer that you hadn't even said? Didn't teachers show up just when you were ready to learn? It's not luck. This is how reality works on a basic level. Space is not just a blank background for your life. The field is smart and alive, and it is responding to your consciousness. What you need just shows up when your heart reaches a certain vibrational state, like when you've been through enough, cried enough, asked enough questions, and let go of enough old stories. The lesson we're going over today is sometimes known as the universe's ritual, but this is what makes it different from many other spiritual paths you've seen. It looks for you right away. You find it, read it again. You don't have to look for it. It can tell when your consciousness has reached a point where its truths can finally grow. Then and only then does it show up. This is the first cosmic law rule that most people don't understand. You can get the gifts of life. They are just waiting for you to find the right version of yourself to hold them. You can't force people to be ready. That's not possible to fake. The frequency of who you are, not the story you tell yourself about who you are, is what the universe reads. When your frequency matches what's out there, life changes to give you exactly what you need. There's something else going on here that most lessons miss. They tell you what you need to do, how you need to practice, and what level you need to reach. Deep truths, on the other hand, don't tell you what to do. They want you to see what has always been there, but you couldn't see it because you weren't vibrating at the right frequency. Take a look at it this way. There is ultraviolet light. even if you can't see it. Even though it's there and shining, your eyes aren't made to see it. Does that mean it's not real? Not at all. Simply put, it means that your perception of it has not yet developed. When you use a certain kind of camera, you see a whole new world that was there before. There is no change in your consciousness. Right now, you are surrounded by possibilities in all dimensions. There are chances, healing, connections, and deep insights that are right there, but you can't see them with your current frequency. You don't know about them because they are hidden, but because you haven't become aware of them yet. The truth doesn't change when it does. In your life, everything changes as a result of your altered perception of reality. If these words hit home for you, say them out loud in the comments. I am tuning my frequency to receive. Let the act of writing be a choice, a message to the universe's intelligent field that you are no longer trying to change reality. You are getting in line with it. You are becoming the person who can receive the good that is already there, waiting for you to see it. Also, please subscribe to this channel. You can think of this action as setting your dial, choosing to stay on this frequency of alignment, which will make sure you receive the transmissions that are meant for you in the future. Come with me. We'll call it the Soul's Bazaar. Close your eyes for a short time. Close them all the way. Also, picture yourself walking through an old market, but not one made of bricks and stones. The one that is in the air between your thoughts and the real world. There is an old booth holder there. We'll call him Elias. He is hiding behind a stall that is full of things that glow with an odd light. Cups made from music that has frozen. Mirrors that don't show your face but do show what you can become. Dreams that never came true but always mattered were used to make these threads. Elias also has a strange problem. He can't sell his goods. It's not that people don't want them. They really want them. But whenever someone tries to buy one of his treasures, the money they give him turns into dust. Gold coins turn into sand. Silver melts just like water. Gems break as soon as they touch his hand. He has been sad for years because he thinks he is not good enough, and that beautiful things will not trade with him. Until one evening, when something changes. A woman walks up to his stall. Her eyes are sad because she has lost someone, and her hands are empty from living a long, hard life. She doesn't even understand what she wants. She only knows that she has been looking for a very long time. 100 other people had tried to buy the same simple wooden flute before her. Something wonderful happens when she looks at it. There is no sound coming from the flute as it starts to vibrate. There is a frequency to the hum that only she can feel. Every cell in her body knows what her mind doesn't understand yet when she picks it up. This piece of music was ready for her. Not for other people, for her right now after this trip. The coins don't move in Elias's hand when she offers to pay. The flute has a place to live now. This is the moment when Elias finally gets it. His treasures were always ready to be bought. They wouldn't let people claim them who weren't a good match for them. Each object was marked with a unique consciousness signature, and it would only become real when someone arrived whose consciousness matched that signature. You see, the universe doesn't work like an economy based on lack. It works based on the idea of resonance in physics. Press the like button to indicate that you are on this path. This action should represent letting go of the oars of struggle. By aligning your energy with the field, you choose to work with the universe instead of against it. The thing you're looking for is also looking for you, but it's not interested in the you that you show everyone else. It wants to find the real you, the person you are becoming. The person who has lived, healed, and opened up enough to hold what is about to come their way. This has these effects on your life. No one changed your life by accident. Every book that did that, every person who did that, and every relationship that healed you. They were important events. Reality responded to your consciousness's signal with exactly what you needed at the exact moment you were able to receive it. It's not a question of, is the universe rich? The question is whether you are tuned to the frequency that makes that richness visible. This is where most people get stuck on the key. They believe that tuning in means to work harder, meditate more, or say their affirmations louder. To tune, though, you don't add more. It's about getting rid of things that are in the way. It's about getting rid of the noise that is stopping the signal that is already trying to reach you. This noise includes fear, old beliefs, stories of not being good enough, and anything else that is getting in the way. You are living in Elias's Bazaar right now. You see hidden gems every day, just waiting for you to be ready to find them. People who can help you get better. Chances that could make you better. Ideas that could set you free. They are real and present, but you can't see them yet because the frequency of your consciousness isn't the same as theirs. How do you raise your frequency? That's the question. In what ways can you change so that you can see things that you can't see now? Not with force, but by being there. The way to get there is not by striving, but by being still. Not by getting more, but by giving up what is stopping you from getting what is already here. Say it out loud in the comments if you believe it. What seeks me is finding me now. This affirmation can be your point of resonance. You are more than just a seeker. You draw people to you. You are telling the universe that you are ready for the chances, healing, and love that have been waiting for your frequency by writing these words. As you say that, press the like button to make it a physical part of your new awareness. Let that one click be a quantum agreement, a message to the intelligent field that you know this to be true. You are a magnet, not just a seeker. Take a break now. Now. Do not skip this part. Not just facts are what I'm about to share. It turns something on, and if you really let it in, it will change how things happen in your life from now on. The gateway of gratitude is what we should call it. Sit somewhere quiet tonight before you go to sleep. To not meditate too hard. Not to clear your mind or get to a perfect place. Take a seat and think. Remember the last few years of your life. Get 3 things. 3 events, 3 lessons, or 3 people who came into your life at just the right time. Not the day before, or you wouldn't have understood. Not the next day. That would have been too late. But right then and there, your soul was ready. Maybe a friend told you about a book that, when you read it, answered the one question you had been thinking about, but not saying. It could have been a painful ending that pushed you to make a change you had been putting off. 5 simple words from a stranger may have changed the way you'll always see yourself. As you think about each one, feel how true it was at that time. Then say these words from the bottom of your heart. You can think them or say them out loud. I can see how my life is going to be perfect. I trust that everything is moving in the right direction. I'm ready to receive what is meant for me right now. It's not just words. There is a quantum signal here. You're telling the universe's living field, I see you. I am aware of the loving intelligence that guides my life, and I am ready to receive what is already coming my way. Something powerful starts to happen when you do this with real feeling. The universe responds to what you know. Things that would have passed you by quickly now move more slowly, letting you see them. People who would have passed you by stop and talk to you. It's like books that were hidden on the shelf just fall out and land in your hands. Why? Because the thing that is looking for you can now see you energetically. You can do more than just be thankful at the gateway of gratitude. To make miracles your new normal, you have to tune your heart to the right frequency. This activation should work tonight. After that, go back and make your statement. Say it out loud in the comments. I am ready to receive what seeks me. This shouldn't just be a comment. It should be a holy promise to yourself. Start shifting your energy from wanting to getting, from lacking to being open as soon as you type these words. You are letting the universe know that your heart is an open door. That should be your message to the universe. Your statement that you are no longer living in the old energy of seeking, but rather in the new, empowered consciousness of receiving. You will notice a difference when you do this thing tonight. You'll begin to notice patterns you didn't see before. There were always coincidences, but you weren't paying attention because you were too busy. It's not like the universe helps you out of the blue. It means you can finally work with the universe. The second part of this goes even further. Right after you've thanked those 3 gifts, ask yourself, what was I giving up or letting go of right before that gift arrived? Because this is what you'll find. Each treasure did not just appear out of the blue. It came right at the exact moment that your consciousness changed from doubt to trust, from resistance to surrender, and from asking to letting go. The key that opened the door was that shift. Being aware of this pattern gives you the power to make these openings happen on purpose. You no longer wait for an emergency to get ready. Instead, you make being ready a way of life. Let me take you somewhere else now. Somewhere that will help you understand why the way you've been taught to work hard might be what's stopping you from getting what you want. This is the weaver's lesson on flow. Ilara was a very good weaver who lived in a quiet valley. She was well known. People said her tapestries looked like they were alive because they were so beautiful. Ilara did have a secret, though. She had been able to force the threads into place and bend the patterns to her will with strength and tension for decades. People knew her for being able to control the loom and make the threads do what she wanted. Until one morning, her loom got stuck. There was a knot in the threads that was so tight that it would not move. She did everything. It takes more force, different tools, and more pulling. It didn't work. The threads completely turned her down. She was so tired and down that she fell asleep by her quiet loom that night. She heard the threads talking in the quiet time between sleeping and waking up. Not in words, but in how you feel. Your fight makes knots. The pattern is clear because you are still. No one is supposed to be able to beat us. We are meant to flow into shape. Things were different when Ilara woke up. She went up to the same stubborn, tangled loom. She didn't force her this time, though. She just listened. She put her soft hands on the threads and felt them naturally want to form a pattern. She didn't move against them. She moved with them. When she stopped trying to be in charge and began working with the threads instead, a miracle took place. The knots came undone on their own. The pattern became clear. She started to weave things she had never thought of before. Rugs that looked like they moved when the light hit them. It was like water-soft cloth that was tougher than stone. Shawls that warmed the heart as well as the body. The word got around. A wealthy merchant went on a long journey to ask her for her secret. Ilara hugged the loom very gently, as if it were a sleeping child. "I don't have a secret," she said. "I simply listen to the pattern that wants to be born, and I help it come through." Take a moment to think about that. How much of your life have you spent trying to make things happen? Trying to push against resistance? Trying to get things done through sheer willpower and hard work? How many times has that forcing made things worse? This is the truth, which changes everything. Force does not change life. It responds to peace. You become a channel for a power you could never get to by working hard alone when you stop fighting against the flow of the universe and start to flow with it. Your dreams don't come true just because you fought for them. Because you were in tune with how things were naturally going to happen, they came true. This is the part that a lot of people get wrong. To manifest, they believe that they have to think deeply enough, see clearly enough, or believe with all their heart. But force isn't what makes real creation, the kind that changes your life. It has to do with resonance. The universe doesn't want you to struggle to show that you deserve it. It is waiting for you to become more open so that you can receive what is already yours. This is the secret that all great artists, inventors, and people who have made truly magical things learn in the end. You can't make someone great. You can only make room for greatness to appear on its own. You can't force beauty to come into your life. It's possible to be so in tune with it that it flows through you without you getting in the way. Ilara's change wasn't caused by her learning a new way to weave. It was about getting rid of a bad old belief that being in charge means you have power. She learned that real power comes from working with other people. You can feel better when you know that you are connected to the creative forces of life and not separate from them. I believe that miracles happen all the time when you honor that connection and work with the intelligence that is already there. This is true for your relationships, your health, your job, and your spirit. If you try to force someone, they will fight back. When you're in the flow, you open up possibilities. It's a little thing, though. Being passive is not the same thing as flowing. It doesn't mean you do nothing but lie on the couch. It means that your actions are not based on stress, but on attunement. From being there instead of pressure. From faith instead of fear. Your body tells you the difference. It's easy to tell when you're forcing because your shoulders are up and your jaw is tight. You may have to work hard when you're flowing, but it feels good. It doesn't wear you down. It wakes you up. This is how you can feel it now. Hold on a second. Stand up straight. Lay your hands on your lap with the palms facing up. This is more than a sign. It's a posture of energy. You are physically making room for something to come in. Take a deep breath in, but be aware of your breath. Every time you let out a breath, you'll give up a little more control. Slowly breathe in. In your mind, say, "I am life flowing through me." Let out all of your air. Feel the stress leave your shoulders, jaw, and hands as you do this. Feel it go. Breathe in again. I am a partner with divine intelligence. Let out a breath. Let go of the things that are stopping you. That strong hold you have on how things should go. The worry that everything will fall apart if you let go. Take a deep breath. I trust the flow of my life. Let out a breath. Give up trying to control when things in your life will happen. Do this for 2 minutes straight, or until you feel something change inside you. Until you feel like a soft thread ready to be woven into a beautiful pattern. This isn't being weak. This is where real power comes from. Because when you stop putting up barriers with your struggle, you let the universe work through you in a lovely, easy way. I want you to hold on to this feeling if you are ready to stop forcing and start flowing. In the comments, say out loud, "I trust the flow of my life." This needs to be more than words. Let the oars be let go of consciously. You are letting everyone know that the fight is over. You are choosing to work together instead of being in charge, and flow over force. In this statement, you give up, which is the first step to real power. Ilara's loom is still around, not as a valley, but as a rule. And every time you pick flow over force, harmony over conflict, you are at that loom, letting life weave you into something more beautiful than you could have imagined. Let me share something with you that might go against everything you think you know about life. You think you're behind. You feel like you missed your chance. You say, if only I had learned this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, my life would be so different. But here is the truth that will free you. There you are, right on time. You are hearing this message right now, not last year or next week, but right now because that is the exact moment your consciousness can really take it in. Your mind would have understood this 5 years ago, but your soul would not have. Everything you've been through, the pain you've dealt with, the confusion you've felt, has been preparing your heart for these seeds to finally take root. The universe always knows when to do something. Remember those stories. Elias's Bazaar didn't work like first come, first served. It helped get ready. Even though the wooden flute had been there before the traveler got there, it only worked its magic when her consciousness matched its frequency. It's also true for you. This teaching has been around for a very long time, but it is coming to you now because that is the best time to use it. Your spirit has grown to the point where you can do more than just hear these words. They can now change your life. In quantum physics, there is an idea known as the observer effect. It says that just looking at something changes what you're looking at. Until they are seen, particles are in a superposition state, which means they are in all possible states at the same time. As soon as someone looks at them, they collapse into a single reality. This is really important. When you are ready to observe, press like. Observing a particle collapses it into a single state. Let this click be your conscious act of collapsing the reality where you are right on time in a powerful way. Just like this is your own consciousness. You are ready for lessons, chances, and love, and they collapse into your life as soon as you can see them at their most basic level. Not just knowing on the surface, but deep, embodied knowing. You've been moving toward this moment your whole life. Every book that didn't have the whole answer led you here. You were ready for this from every teacher who helped you, but couldn't take you all the way. Every sad moment, every dark night of the soul, and every time you almost gave up, were all part of your guidance system's plan to bring you to this frequency. So no, you're not behind schedule. You're not behind. You haven't missed anything. You're on time. And the fact that this makes you feel something in your heart isn't just emotion. That's what recognition is. That's your soul remembering what it has always known. Let's talk about something that most spiritual leaders won't tell you. I want you to claim this message if it makes you feel calm. In the comments, say this truth: I am right on time. Let this statement get rid of all your worries and the stories that told you you were behind. You are letting a new belief take root by writing this. You are grateful for the whole journey, including all the delays and detours that got you to this very moment. Ready and whole. A lot of spiritual paths tell you to look for things, to look for, to go on a long journey in search of the truth. That is valuable. Questions let people in. Exploration makes the world bigger. But there's a bad side to always looking that no one talks about. You are in a frequency of lack when you are always looking for the next teacher, the next breakthrough, or the next healer. You are telling the universe, What I have is not enough, even though you are not aware of it. It's not enough where I am. I'm not a whole person. And because the universe is a perfect mirror, it gives you more reasons to look. Elias's marketplace, the bazaar of the soul, doesn't let people who are really looking in to its deepest treasures. It lets people in who are still open to receiving. This is the big paradox of growing spiritually. You have to look for something to find it. When you realize that everything you've ever needed is already inside you, you stop looking for it. When the traveler got the wooden flute, her search was over, but not because she found the object. It was over because her consciousness had finally changed. From the frequency of seeking to the frequency of recognition, she had moved on. Do you notice a difference? Seeking is outside. Recognition comes from within. This phrase means, I am empty and I need something I don't have. It means, I am ready to see what is already here. In no way do these events stop you from learning or growing. It means you change how you feel. You move from the energy of chasing to the energy of opening up, from the vibration of not having enough to the vibration of having everything ready. And that one shift, that little change in the way your heart is positioned, changes everything. There's an old story about Zen. How long will it take me to find enlightenment? A student asks a master. He says, 10 years. But what if I work twice as hard? Asks the eager student. What if I remain still all day? When asked, the master said, then it will take you 20 years. See? You push it farther away the more you try, because trying makes a gap between them. It makes you think that what you want is over there, in the future, away from you. That gap is closed, though, by recognition. It proves that the thing you were looking for was always there. You didn't see it because you thought the truth had to be more complicated, farther away, or harder to find. This is the best joke in the whole universe. You've been looking for a treasure that's been in your heart the whole time. Being aware of it, being there, and being able to just be with what is are all signs of it. Everything you need starts to show up as soon as you stop looking for it and start seeing it. You finally reached a state of consciousness that could receive it, not because it's finally coming, but because you finally got there. Let's be dead honest for a second. This will be heard by most people. They will get ideas from this. They'll nod their heads and maybe even feel strong emotions. But then they'll click away, go back to their old habits, and forget how they felt in a few days. Why? Because it's simple to listen. That's what the real work is. And to be integrated, you have to change. Not just agree that things should change. You need to change the things you do every day, the way you feel, and the things you believe without even realizing it. The universe is incredibly kind. You can get everything from it all the time, but you can only accept what your mind tells you you deserve. For now, your identity can only hold what you want to receive. If who you are is based on the idea that life is hard, you will unconsciously turn down chances for things to be easier. When you base your identity on I am not worthy, you will turn down gifts and hurt relationships. If your identity is I am a seeker, you will always miss what's in front of you because you'll be sure that the real treasure is somewhere else. Because of this, the teaching focuses on getting ready instead of trying hard. You can't just try to be ready. You can't lie about it. Your nervous system knows the truth about you. Your energy field shows what kind of person you are, not what kind of person you wish you were. Who you are shapes how life treats you. How do you get ready? Not by adding more. Not by finding out more about spiritual things. By giving up what's stopping you. by facing the stories, beliefs, and old selves that keep you stuck on a frequency where the best gifts can't reach you. For some of you, it's the idea that you have to suffer in order to earn love. Some people believe that you are broken and need to be fixed. For many, it's what it means to be behind, late, or not good enough. These aren't just thoughts. They are walls that have energy. They will keep giving you the same painful lessons in different ways until you gently take them down. You will wonder why life isn't giving you what you want. It's giving. You just can't receive. This is what it means to actively receive. I want you to do something now. Out loud, say these words. I am ready. Don't add anything to it. Rather, I'm ready for money. I'm ready when. Simply say, I am ready. Pay attention to how your body feels. Does your brain fight? Says something, no, you're not? But what if? Does fear whisper? Does a feeling of not being good enough come up? Press the like button when you see these blocks. Let this action be the physical proof that you've made the right choice. Even though old fears are still there, you are securing your readiness and sending out your new frequency with conscious, physical energy. Okay, that's the block. That feeling. The first step to getting rid of it is to just notice it. Say it again. This time, though, choose to let go of one of those blocks as you speak. I am ready. Let go of the old story that you have to struggle in your mind. I am ready. I am ready. Let go of the fear that you are not good enough. Don't worry about how it will happen. Keep doing this until you feel it change. The words will feel like a wish until they start to feel like a fact. If only your mind could finally catch up with your soul. This is you making the space happen. This is calling for receiving. Things start to change in your life when you really do this. Not tomorrow. Right now. Opportunities show up. The way people talk changes. People who have the same vibration as you are drawn to you. For some reason, things start to line up in magical ways after you stop broadcasting lack and start broadcasting readiness. Let us make this new energy into a collective field. Make your last statement to the universe if you choose this new frequency. Tell us in the comments, I am ready. This short but strong sentence should be your signal to the quantum field. You promise to live with this new consciousness and stop being the person who looks for things. Instead, you will be the person who receives them. Your words are strong. Now, use them to ground your new reality. Feel free to type any word that comes to mind. That is what you are telling the quantum field. This is your sign that you're not the same person who started the video. You've changed. That's why this is important. You are not only talking to yourself when you address a group of people in public or put your energy into a community. A collective field is being augmented by your energy, and that collective resonance makes it easier for everyone here, including you. This is how the world changes, in secret, not one at a time, but all at once, in resonance. Don't just watch, please. Get involved. Put down your word. Say what you want to say. Come join this group of people who are ready to receive and are no longer looking for anything. The more of us who hold this frequency, the more the world has to show us the truth. We work together as a group, and each person who moves from forcing to flowing, or from not being ready to being ready, makes it easier for the next person to do the same. This is how we get better. One moment at a time of being ready. Let me bring this all home. That old book. The one that will only find you when the universe thinks everything is ready. It's being read right now. It's not a real thing sitting on a dusty shelf. It is the story of your own awakening that is alive and well. Every event you've been through is a chapter. Each person you've met is a character who shows you a part of yourself. Every problem you've had is a plot twist meant to make you smarter and stronger. Every big step forward is a revelation that shows you what you've always been able to do. You write the story, read it, and are the story itself. And getting ready, which is what you've been waiting for, simply does not happen. You pick it. When you let go of control and trust the flow, you choose it. You pick it when you see that a delay is the perfect time. When your heart changes from wanting to receiving, you choose it. That's being ready. Not an endpoint, but a frequency that you keep listening to. You've been tuning into it all your life, even when you believed you were lost. Especially at those times. Because comfort doesn't make you ready. It's been shaped by the fires of your life. It was made in the tough times. Every hard thing you've been through has been a chance to trust more. You've been able to find the part of yourself that you can never lose through every loss. And be honest, you didn't make the most important steps forward when things were easy. When you were on the edge, they came. You had to break down or break open. You broke open. Right now, that part of you that chose to grow is being brought to life. This is the last time I want to invite you. No more waiting. Don't wait for permission anymore. Don't wait for the right sign anymore. Do not wait for someone else to tell you that you are ready. You're all set. Now you're ready. You've always been ready. You only had to remember. You can go to the Bazaar now. The loom is all set up. Your name is being played on the wooden flute. The universe is watching, not to judge you, but to see when you stop looking for things and start getting them. The door is open right now, right here. There's a gap between the part of you that doubts and the part that knows it's time. Not between who you were and who you will be. Now the only question is, are you going to walk through? Are you going to pick this new frequency? Will you turn around and let the truth you've been asking for change you? Your whole world is about to change if you said yes. I know you did because you didn't listen for this long. Not because the universe is giving you something, but because it is you. It changes when you do. It opens when you open it. Reality says yes to all possibilities when you say yes to being ready. You're all set. It's known by everything. Now, you do too. Thanks for coming home. Get this channel's feed to make it your new energetic home. Even after this transmission is over, you promise yourself that you will stay in this frequency and keep tuning your consciousness to the resonance of receiving. Finally, share this message with someone you know who is also awakening. Send more than just a video, send a key. You are strengthening the resonance of this entire field of readiness in your own life by amplifying it. This is how we all make the new reality happen. To really understand what it means to be ready, you need to know what comes next. Because your old world and identity have to go away when you choose this new frequency. You can't put new wine in old bottles. Because of that, I made this video for you called The Collapse That Comes Before the Rebirth. It tells you how to handle this change, what to expect as the old stories fall away, and how to stay rooted as you become the person you were always meant to be. I'll see you there after you click here.